Hello there, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about encrypted files and potential encrypted files which allude to the next expansion. Yeah, this is huge. This is actually a massive discovery by the guys over at mmo-champion, and we're going to take a look at it and we're going to break it down and we're going to talk about what this means for the future of World of Warcraft. But before we jump into it, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/mr.gm. If you want to see me streaming World of Warcraft, patch 9.2 PTR, 10.0 alpha beta, whenever that is, I'm over on twitch.tv/mr.gm every single day. Right, yes, this is actually kind of huge, and shout out to the guys over at mmo-champion. I believe they caught it first. I believe Icy Veins and Wowhead did post afterwards, but this is actually kind of huge. And Wowhead did add a little bit more to it, which we will also look at, but mmo-champion did grab this, and yeah, it's pretty intense, right? So World of Warcraft has a bunch of encrypted items all the time. Loads of files are encrypted all the time. Some of them honestly have been encrypted for maybe years, and we just never know what they end up being. Like one example would be the recent cat mount, the store mount. It was actually in the files for like nearly a year or so, which is actually pretty nuts to think about. Yeah, so encrypted files do hang about, but in patch 9.1.5, the latest retail patch of World of Warcraft, they actually added some encrypted files. So let's talk about these files. So obviously, they're encrypted. We can't open them, we can't look at them, but there is some stuff we can look at, including the file size and some of the kind of like attached sounds and animation files which are on these encrypted models. Now, according to mmo-champion, there is a mount, a pet, and one or more wearable items, which is pretty damn exciting, and the assumption here is that all of these items are attached to a potential deluxe edition for the next expansion, which, as we know, can be just unencrypted and added at any time. Let's take you back to BlizzCon when they announced Shadowlands. They literally announced Shadowlands and the deluxe edition, and then like 10 minutes later, it was in the game, and you had an armor set, you had a mount, you had all of that stuff literally added to the game as soon as it was announced. So if that's the case, and that's something they can do, it's pretty likely that this is potentially what this is, right? So as soon as they announce 10.0, let's say after the Jailer is defeated in the Sepulchre of the first ones, they announce 10.0, and then they just unencrypt all this stuff, and you can buy the deluxe edition for X amount of money. So, as I was saying, so they also said that there are one or more transmog items in one set that are encrypted. They said that there are several encrypted references to an in-game shop UI. Now, as you know, in-game shop UIs have been around for a while now, and they kind of look like this, and we've had some of these in the past which have leaked out before the shop UIs have officially come out, but this one is encrypted. But they do also mention that the Shadowlands Deluxe Edition rewards also have several special shop UI elements, much more than just a shop mount or pet. I guess that's all like the animated stuff and whatnot, right? So it's pretty animated on the shop UI in-game if you have a look right now. Now, this is the exciting part of the data mining which Wowhead did expand on, and they say that there are 5 copies of a texture used in an animation called 9FX Drake Mount Emerald Buff. This is a spell effect which may be connected to an encrypted mount. This spell effect was added in patch 9.2, so this is currently on the PTR, and Wowhead did kind of put the pieces together and actually show the animation, so this is what the animation looks like. Shout out to Wowhead for this one, and there's a bunch of different textures which are attached to this as well, which aren't encrypted, but I mean, yeah, it's just like random textures, and it creates this cool little animation, which could be used for an Emerald Drake mount. Now, we do obviously have an Emerald Drake mount already, as you know. That's been added in the game since, what, Wrath of the Lich King, maybe? It's been around for a while, but yeah, this is kind of alluding to a potential new Emerald Drake mount, which we will talk about, obviously, in a moment. Now, mmo-champion also noted that Deluxe Edition is usually tied with the expansion theme, as you guys know, of course. They also go on to talk about the encryption of these files. It says, one of the encrypted items added in patch 9.1.5 was removed in patch 9.2 and encrypted with a new key, meaning it may be released separately, which is kind of interesting. Now, obviously, there could be some other encrypted files in there for a potential New Year's mount, a Chinese New Year mount, which will be coming soon, which is going to be some sort of tiger. So that could be linked in there as well. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It also says that one of the models shares 34 animations with a Vulpera male. Now, this is actually really weird and interesting. My kind of theory on this, and this is obviously just a game theory, is that this is just like some kind of like pet that is like a small dragon, you know, like the dragons we got, I think, in Cataclysm that stand on 2 legs, like a smaller, maybe child version of that, which they've just reused the rigging from a Vulpera for, just because they're kind of similar in builds. And that's obviously just a random theory. Don't believe that. That's just my kind of thoughts on that. That could be something that they have been doing or are going to be doing, because they do reuse a lot of rigging for creatures that have similar kind of animations or a look to them, which is, you know, easy. It's the best way to do it, honestly. There's no point in making an entirely new rigging for something that basically looks very similar. They finish off by saying that the Shadowlands Collector's Edition rewards, the mount, pet, and items, were encrypted with one key and added in patch 8.2.5, similar to how these are bundled. Yeah, so that's what mmo-champion have to say about it. As I said, the guys over at Icy Veins and Wowhead have also kind of continued on with this and looked a little bit more into it. And I do love it when it gets into this kind of cycle of crazy encrypted speculation and things. And this is honestly the stuff that I absolutely love looking at and speculating about. So yeah, TLDR, there is potentially a Emerald Drake mount encrypted in the files with some jazzy animation that looks like this, which is kind of cool, I guess, but not, you know, breathtaking, but it could just be a part of an animation inside the mount. Now, here's the thing. We're all talking about the Dragon Isles, right? We're all talking about the Dragon Isles. It's speculation. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this leak is the Dragon Isles. But how about the Emerald Dream? The Emerald Dream has been in the game since Vanilla WoW, obviously a little bit unfinished, it's kind of like a dev test area, but this is something that we haven't really explored too much in World of Warcraft. You know, we kind of dipped our toe into it a little bit in Legion, but beyond that, there is a lot to explore inside the Emerald Dream. So this is another potential, you know, thing that we are looking at here. And I wouldn't be surprised that as I'm literally recording this video, there's someone out there on mmo-champion spinning up some sort of fake leak about an Emerald Dream expansion. But it is very possible. There's definitely a potential there for that. Now, obviously, the Dragon Pack shop bundle was released recently, which obviously is a massive hint to the future of World of Warcraft. These shop bundles have always been kind of a little tease to the next expansion, and the Dragon Pack shop bundle is definitely a pretty big tease. We've also been told that we are going back to Azeroth in the next expansion, and the Dragon Isles is on Azeroth. And the Dragon Isles is something that's been hinted for a long, long time. There was actually a quest from Island Expeditions which did hint towards the Dragon Isles, which is actually one of the few times in-game that they've actually mentioned it by name, involving Rathian, which is, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Everyone kind of forgot about that one, but yeah, that's been hanging around. That was their Battle for Azeroth in it. So yeah, cool, good stuff. So yeah, guys, there you go. Encrypted stuff, exciting stuff. I think we're going to find out very, very soon. As I said, I think once we get into the cycle of patch 9.2 being released and the raid going down, we are going to be looking at the next expansion for World of Warcraft, and I'm going to be here for it, guys. I'm going to be covering absolutely everything upcoming with World of Warcraft in patch 10.0 and beyond. And let me know down below, guys. Let me know down below what you think of this encryption. Let me know what you think of these kind of like Emerald Drake speculation things. It's all very exciting. I'd love to know what your theories are down in the comment section below. That'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. I'd like to shout out my Twitch subs, my YouTube channel members, and of course my patrons. You guys are awesome. And if you like this video, guys, please do like and subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated if you could do that. I also have a Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/mmo-champion. We've been diving deep into the 9.2 PTR. As I said, we're going to be jumping into 10.0 alpha and beta as soon as that stuff is available. And of course, Wrath of the Lich King. Wrath of the Lich King Classic is on the horizon, hopefully, and that's also something we'll be diving into. So guys, if you want to check me out on Twitch, I'm on twitch.tv/mrgm every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.